What is up, you guys? It's Monty, and today I am back again to start another vlog. Spoiler alert, I have my fan going. I don't know if that's going to cause a lot of audio distortion. I'm going to pray that it's not, but I didn't think about that before I sat down to film. That's better. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's not better. I'm going to say that it's better. Um, Here's the thing. It is now like 11 something. It's 10:57, so it's almost 11 o'clock. I haven't read anything. I just finished eating my breakfast, early lunch, whatever you want to call it, after laying in bed all morning. And I just am not a morning reader. I don't do this. I don't read in the morning. It's not part of my process. And I really don't read physical books during the week. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. And also, Wednesday, I've been filming every day, editing every day since the 6th, which feels like a lie. It feels like I've been doing this for so much longer. And I kind of actually am starting to hate myself for doing this. It's also, while I was eating breakfast, I was reminded of some conversations that I've had with some people. In general, I'm not going to name any names. I don't think that these are like problematic conversations that we've had, but it's made me reflect a little of my own reading habits. So that's how we're going to start this little daily vlog, with like a little cozy discussion-y element, and then hopefully later on I'll have things to say. Hopefully, fingers crossed. So we often talk when we're watching other people's reading vlogs that like you can kind of see who actually enjoys reading and who doesn't like reading, which feels it feels very judgmental. And so they'll give you a bunch of like lifestyle content and coffee b-roll and cooking montages, and then tell you about the 5 pages they read. And that's very much where I find myself right now, where I am just when I first started doing reading vlogs, it was interesting, right? Like I would be able to come in, update you guys, let you guys know what I was thinking, and then keep it pushing. Doing this every day and trying to tell you guys what I'm reading every day, because I cataloging my actual personal life is of no interest to me. I have no interest in trying to give you guys coffee b-roll. And the skincare is the closest that we get, because I can still tell you about the books, right? Like I like this channel being about the books. It's what I find comfort in. I have no interest in documenting other areas of my life. And so maybe that's where other creators actually have an issue, is where they actually enjoy that. They enjoy the those moments. But for me, I'm just like, I really don't care what you do. Like, I don't care what you're making yourselves for dinner. I don't care where you're going, how you buy your groceries. Like, I will skip through all of that if it's not about the book, because that's what I'm here for. So I think that that's where I'm having a disconnect, is that doing this every day, and having to read every day, which is not part of my process. That is not how I read books. I learned this when I was looking back at my January spreadsheet numbers, because I was looking and I was seeing that I was reading books in like a day or 2 days or over the course of 3 days. But a lot of, like, I think 75% of what I read in the month of January was read in a single day. No, I think I read like 16, 17 books in January. I did not read 16, 17 books in a single day. But of the things that I read, the amount of time I spent with them, ingesting them, was a single day. And here I am, obviously, things, well, no, the Poppy War and the Dragon Republic was like a 24-hour period. The Burning God is taking me the longest to get through. But everything that I've read this week, I've not been able to do that. I just haven't. Like 50 Words for Rain is a buddy read that I'm now kind of behind on. Razorblade Tears, there's no way I could read all of that in a day. I would gouge my eyes out of my skull. Recitative is the closest thing that I've gotten to reading in a day, but it's also 2 hours. So I feel like if you were drawing Recitative out, why? Like, even if you just like skipped Zadie Smith's introduction and just listened to the story of Recitative, I don't understand how you would do that. So like everything that I'm reading this week is taking me a lot longer than my normal process, and then I'm layering on it filming and editing. The editing process actually isn't that bad. I do hate iMovie. Everything that I'm filming this week, I'm editing with iMovie just to see if I can give up Adobe, and I hate it. So I think everything that I'm doing on top of that, and then added on to the fact that this is just not how I read books. I do not read books um, like this. I read books very quickly, I get through them, I'm done with them, and I move on. And here I am lingering, and I have to like, I don't know, there's something about the amount of time that I have to read during a regular scheduled weekday that is throwing me off. Um and I don't know, I feel like I hate reading right now because I'm doing it every day, which is not something I do. I know that some people have, I mean, no, because there are definitely days that I don't even listen to an audiobook and I will just like listen to music or a podcast or a YouTube video. But here it's like, because I'm vlogging this week, every time that I would normally be enjoying a YouTube video and not feeling guilty about it, but while I'm doing all of these other things that I actively enjoy doing, and I tell people all the time, like, you know, reading does not have to be your whole life. I feel like it is slowly becoming mine, and I don't like it, and it is actively bringing me no joy. So, I mean, and it's not to say that like I don't enjoy things. Like yesterday, I did give Restless to Tea 5 stars, and I am starting to enjoy The Burning God more. So, like those things where you know I'm just at work and I have nothing to do, you know, and like what else am I gonna do? It's fine. But it's like when I get home and I'm like, okay, I want to like decompress, or I wake up in the morning and it's like, okay, I just kind of want to not do anything. To immediately have to like be pushed into being productive is not something that I'm actively enjoying. So far my Wednesday has 0 pages read. But that's how I started off Tuesday, and by the end of the day I had finished, you know, a book and read 20% more in another book. So like the day is not all is not lost. I don't know if I'm going to read anything by a black author today because I probably am just going to wind up listening to more of The Burning God, which I'm not going to hate, but it is what it is, right? Like it's just like that's probably what I'm going to do. Tomorrow I have to go to work early, so I might go to the library and we might do some B-roll of me reading there. Possibly. I don't know. I don't know at all. But I'm looking forward to the weekend because Friday is an early day for me, so I have like an extended time in the afternoon to read, and I won't actually be exhausted after work. I won't be getting home at like when it's dark outside and just want to crawl into bed and hide under my blankets. The sun will be out, the sun will be shining. So, and I do have to go grocery shopping that day. So, we'll see. We'll see what I can get done on Friday and for the rest of the week. But so far today is not off to a good start at all. It's not off to a good start. I'm not actively enjoying the pressure that I'm having, and I feel like one of the people that I've made fun of who was like, you don't enjoy the act of reading. I feel like the universe is coming back to me and is like, bitch, you don't like reading either. So that's all I have to say. Okay, so here's the thing. We're coming back to the webcam. We're probably also going to end with the webcam. So Monty making the thumbnail is going to be very upset. But here's the thing. So I just started reading 50 Words for Rain for today. I'm on some sprints, and I'm on page 4 of my reading. I'm on page 111. And this is what I just had to read. And I need y'all to hear what this says. Do you know what my father would have done if you'd been born under his roof? He would have pulled you out of our mother himself, taking you behind the shed, and bashed your skull against the rocks until it was as soft as a boiled egg. Y'all, Miss Nori, she can't catch no breaks. She gets strays no matter what she is doing. No matter what she is doing, she is catching the strays. I feel so bad for her. It's a little too much. It's a little gratuitous. But we're going to keep going. I have another passage I want to read for y'all. She lowered her eyes. You can't hear sunshine from the attic, she said quietly, and it's always so quiet. In the summers, especially, with no lessons. And when Akiko-san doesn't come, it's empty. Like there's nobody else but you in the whole world. But when it rained, I could always hear it on the roof. And then I remembered that I wasn't, you know, alone. Bitch. And then her grandmama This bitch, this foul, raggedy old hoe, sat here, and I'm pretty sure that her like this little granddaughter, is now she's being human trafficked. So that's where I am. That's how my evening is going. I'm now on page 134. The sprint is over in a minute. I am heated, so I'm probably going to continue reading this in the next sprint. Aaron wants me to read some of Razorblade Tears, but y'all, this bitch is raggedy. She a raggedy old crone, and she needs to be executed expeditiously. Let me bring this back down. Hopefully y'all could hear that. But this line right here, this is what I hate. This is what I hate to hear. Anyway, let's read it. I can even call in a few out. That's not what it says. Let me go back. I can even call in a few favors with my friends in the corrections department to make sure you spend that time being the paramour of a monstrously endowed subhuman. Like, there is... Why? That's what I wonder. Just why? Like, can you make prison rape jokes? Sure. Should you? No. It's giving Stephen King. That's what this is giving. S.A. Cosby is giving me the thriller version of a Stephen King novel that nobody wants to read. So that's where I'm at. I still have like 22 minutes on a timer, and then I'm going to be done. I'm going to come back. I'm going to give you guys my wrap up of all the reading that I've done tonight, but I hate it here. So just know that when I stayed up late tonight to edit this video and to give y'all a thumbnail and to do all of this, that I'm suffering, that I have enjoyed very little of what is happening in Razorblade Tears, and that I question, again, anybody who's out here giving this 4 and 5-star reviews. I just refuse to believe it, honestly. Y'all, I hate it here so much. Razorblade Tears. Let's start there. So I'm now on page 203 at the start of chapter 31, which I decided to get to because I was at page like 170 when the timer was going to go off, and so I said I might as well just get to page 200. The book isn't good. The book isn't good. I wish it was good, maybe a little bit, but it's just not. Like, it's just not enjoyable in any way known to man that would leave me to recommend it to any of you playing the home game. The plot line with the motorcycle gang kind of thickened. There was an introduction of like a hip hop personality who was also sort of tied in to Ike's past, and Ike's past is like low-key double crossing there's a lot of stuff happening in this that could be interesting, but it's just not good. And S.A. Cosby, I don't think, is a good author, and it's just ass from beginning to end. Nothing good is happening here. I wish that it were, but it's just not. Like, this book is just horrible. It's just not good. Hasn't been good since the first page. It's not getting any better. At least now we're entering the third act. My suffering is about to end. Then we have 50 Words for Rain. I read 100 pages of this as well. I'm now on page 216. I was scheduled to finish this tomorrow, but Aaron is only on page 100 and something, so I'm not going to be too mad. I'll probably finish this on Friday. But this is good. Like, Nori is still down bad. There's been a development where her grandmama low-key sold her into sex slavery. You hate to see it. I read you those portions of the book. Like, it's just that. Nori has, like, never known peace, never known love, never known happiness. I mean, she has Akira, but Akira is definitely her brother, and I still get Flowers in the Attic vibes. So when he's bringing her happiness, I'm a little bit, like, side-eyeing it. But overall, that's bringing her happiness. And then just a quick update about The Burning God by R.F. Kuang, which isn't by a black author, but we're going to continue talking about it until I finish the goddamn book. I'm enjoying it. Still enjoying it more than the first two. I don't know if I'm going to give this like the world's best rating, but I'm enjoying it more. So I'm going to go with that. Like, I think that has to be a sign of something good happening. But this is where I'm going to end this video. So overall, I'm at 51% of the Burning God. I read 100 pages. of, actually probably over 100 pages of 50 words for rain, and a little bit under around 100 pages of razorblade tears. So we made a lot of progress. We are getting through both of these things. So I'm gonna call it a victory. Thanks for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, let me know how your week is going. I'll see all of you guys again tomorrow morning with another video. I'll see all of y'all in tomorrow's video. Until then, until next time, bye.